All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We're still in Flatwoods. I haven't moved. We just listened to the Overseer's holotape. We're going to start doing the responder stuff. We did pick up some information though, and what we're going to try to do is once we learn the basics and stuff, because the Overseer thought this was a good idea for us, and we're going to try to get to a couple of the power plants in the area. That's going to help us procure some fusion cores, which we very badly need if we're
Chloe
gonna.
looks after me. She's the best
We're
guardian a
going
girl
to,
can have.
roll in power armor. All right. H. McDermott right there. Conducting water surveys. All right. And we met this nice person here,
Chloe's my pet.
Heather Ellis,
Or maybe I'm hers.
who is
I'm not
friendly
sure.
and helpful. So that would be my dog.
Automated warning to all responders.
Let's get a sample of the water here, and looks like they need some help over here
Seems like a fine idea.
with rogue robots.
Hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in
There are some
Watoka,
snaptails.
coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging, fighting rapid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of survivors whose parents didn't make it. We holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry and tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were all the trip from Watoka to Flatwood. Mind you, the kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders and Flatwood. Everyone, medical supplies. They had a problem, though. Contaminated heavily. But not long enough to make it safe.
There's been a lot of them, doesn't it?
I'll build a testing kit to monitor contamination. I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but we need to make sure it doesn't react to us. It's going to take time and care. Well, time, care.
Like viral plasma. Aliens. Oh my god. Oh wow. They're aliens. Ooh, okay. Wow. Aliens. That I don't think we were relying on. I can only loot one at a time, so we're gonna have to find them all. Yep, it's only let me do one at a time. Oh well, that's fine. We were not expecting aliens. Holy crap, guys. Oh, there were two of them there. Okay. Alright, so now we have to go inside and change the targeting parameters. This is right up my alley. It's an agricultural research center. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for places like this so that we can advance our research. Although being completely overran by, you know, just maniacal robots is not my thing.
Potential source of nutrients.
Danger from what? More ghouls, that's what. Alright, still in danger. He's wearing a ranger hat or something. Are these people... Oh. Let's see if we can reset the parameters. There we go. Have a nice day. Locked and orientation corrupted. Great. This is a Vault-Tec area, so nice. Alright. By the way, that's our first event out of the way. More ghouls. Fire cap will be very useful. Lure weed, huh? No, those are snaptails, not lure weeds. Okay. That'll be useful too. We could use some more fire caps though. Okay, looks like we're done. Check this corner real quick. Now changing the parameters for the robots, we should be okay now. Not gonna, you know, guarantee it, but should be. There was a lot of robots that we had to go through though. Damn. Yeah, we might need some of this. Joke. It was a joke. Alright, so we got the overseer's tape out of here. We're good. Power armor would have been very nice there. We're going to be looking around for some more power armor though. However, I want to get to cooking so that we can get some new recipes going and get this responder thing done. Done-ish. We're not gonna be able to get all of it with the fire breathers and all that right now. But we should be able to get some things done. Now the robots were also getting attacked by ghouls, so we need to make sure we keep our eyes open. Now we never were here because we were born in the vault. However, our parents had talked about the agricultural research center that Vault Tech had here. All right, so we got the water sample. We need to get another water sample. We are over encumbered. That's also a thing. I think we should cut through over here and get us a workbench, get our inventory under control real quick. Okay, there we go. Oh, we're gonna swap out to the paramedic jumpsuit. That's what we're gonna do there. Because I would prefer to look like a responder than to look like something nobody's ever seen. Right. Well, let's see. Aid. Let's do that. We went through a good bit of stim packs. Holy crap. Okay, let's get that water sample, then we can test everything. It's a two-headed cow. We've heard about those. Boiled meat, damn it. That means I'm gonna have to kill a Brahmin. Let's get that water sample. Right. Sorry, buddy. There will be more Brahmin here. We're going to have more people coming in, so it's going to be great. All right, let's analyze. Dirty and severe, yes. So we can do that right here. To be quite honest.
Volunteer boiled water is necessary for equipment sterilization. Please assist.
All right, there we go. We know our way around a chem lab. But the overseer was pretty adamant about wanting us to take part in this program, so we're going to do our best. All right. Albert Winters. He's a food.
I bet this town was
Okay.
really nice before the war.
Yeah, I bet it was. I'm not sure though. I don't know much about it. Boiled water, stim packs. Here about 44s. I don't know. Haven't leveled up. We'll take care of that in a little bit. Why is there a dead Brahmin here? Oh, the ghoul probably killed that one. I didn't have to kill the other one. That's great.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lent my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin. Till the
Like
heavens
schedule,
open up
ribeye.
again and
It
take us
sounds
all
like
up
this
anyway.
man
When this all happened,
likes
I
ribeye
figured like
steaks.
most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here. At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrong.
Okay.
Didn't give enough to charity,
We
maybe.
gotta go cook a steak.
Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to been thought. So I asked him. I asked how. Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You gotta cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food.
Tonight, we bring you the final chapter of Who Goes There? The Strange Encounter in Flat Woods. In the last episode, Pioneer Scout Fred Fisher met a curious
Well, hey there,
girl
little
named
fella.
Sally while
It's a
hiding in
three-headed
the
possum.
dark. But as it turned out, they weren't alone.
I got no reason to hurt you, little buddy, unless you swing at me, though. I'm gonna tear you up. Alright. Right. Can we go down to healing? We don't have any blood leap. We don't have enough blood leap required count. And a disease cure. But we do have the recipe. We can do it. There we go. Oh, that's fine.
That's where they come in to bring food or when it's time to play.
Anything to intelligence would be really great. We're not gonna have a camp by the time this stuff spoils, so.
Time to play. Time to play.
+2 to intelligence. Bring upon the suit. There you go.
Time to play.
We aren't human at all. No! Stop! Let me go! Sally, help me! I don't want to play! I don't want to play any games! No!
Fred Fisher was found days later, wandering by the river outside Flat Woods. He was disoriented, but unharmed, save for 2 small wounds on each temple. To this day, Fred is convinced his strange encounter was real, and even continues to search high and
Okay,
low
that'll be enough
for a
food for
missing
right
girl
now.
named Sally, whom he swears he met. So I leave it to you to decide, dear listeners. Was this simply the wild imagination of a frightened boy lost in the woods? Or was Fred Fisher in fact abducted by brainwashing aliens from outer space? Be sure to tune in next week for another
You are
thrilling
safe
chapter
now, I
of
say.
Tales from the West Virginia Hills.
Map updated. Morgantown Airport, Golly Mine, Slocum's Joe. Okay. Okay. So now it looks like we're headed to the airport. We also need to listen to the Overseer's Journey Entry 1.
Overseers, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something for me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault-Tec. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. I remember one year at the Autumn Festival, me running through the corn maze going every which way. Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. Wasn't gonna happen. I guess I was always hitting life fast. Couldn't just be a pioneer scout. I had to make troop leader. Couldn't just be a good student. I had to have straight A's. God, I miss those early days. Being a kid. The three of us, our simple life, our simple house. I wonder if it's still standing.
Okay. Sutton is where her parents' house is. I couldn't remember last night. I was trying to go there. I couldn't remember last night to save my life. But yes, Sutton is where it's at. Okay, so we have quite a number of things here. Cat's going stupid again. We're gonna put this on hold for right now. We need to plot out. Let's look at our icons that we have, just to play around with it. Well, yeah, that's our icon right there. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we know we came from Vault 76. We know we need some power plants to get fusion cores and things like that. Well, we got a power plant on the map here. Charleston, that's the one around Charleston, right? This whole area right here. Okay. So we know that one. There's 3, I believe, total. We're gonna want to find Vault Tech stuff. We're gonna want to find Med Tech stuff. Here's another power plant over here. That's 2. I'll have to look up where they all are because I'm only seeing the 2. But I know there's 3. Havoc says there's 3 that he gets. I'm just not familiar enough with the map and the game to know exactly where all 3 of them are. But I think this is over in the Savage Divide. We're here. And then we know the one in Charleston. That's the one I usually go to anyway, is in Charleston. But I don't know where the 3rd one is. It would have been one of the bigger towns, I'm assuming. And just looking at the map for too long, I'll get confused. This is MedTech. We know where MedTech is. We just have to get there. Now, this is some kind of a plant. I don't see the cooling towers. See this one, there's cooling towers, plain as day. We just have to plot out everything. There's the cooling towers right there. Okay, so right here. Now, if we're not going to Charleston, going to Morgantown and Morgantown Airport, this one's actually pretty close. And we can go by way of Sutton, pick up our next journal here, then go on up towards Morgantown and cut across to the power plant. All the while looking for power armor. Now while we're in here though, I don't think the dailies are reset, and this we're supposed to have maintenance, so just watch out for all that. Yeah, this is my dailies from last night, so it resets in an hour and a half. so those are all still done. Okay. Now, another thing is I'm going to be very careful. We are not prepared for a huge, zombie apocalypse stuff. I was not prepared for the aliens to drop in on top of us. That's for damn sure. I was not prepared for that at all. So we have to be very careful. And until we can get ourselves some good energy weapons, we might need to just get a shotgun. We might just need to find us a shotgun. Now, we can't sell this. We can't do anything with this. I want to rip it. I want to rip it for the supplies because we have the paramedic jumpsuit. And as soon as we get power armor, I'm losing the leather armor we're wearing. We're not going to have armor under our armor.
Thank you for
We trade
your
anything
service,
with you, buddy.
volunteer. Looking good.
Like, I would sell this right now. We're probably going to rip it for the leather, but I would sell it too. I'm just not willing to part with my party hat right now. That's my Vault party hat. Held on to for 3 years. Can't believe it was 3 years and not a year. We spent 3 years after Reclamation Day in the vault.
If you need supplies, Bob's got you covered.
All right.
That overseer lady said more people would be coming. It's nice to meet you.
Now, we are going to use chems. The scientist build does use chems. Mentats. Now, normally it's Psychojet, but I haven't seen Psychojet in this game. Maybe Psychotats. Something like that.
With
I have not seen
smart
Psychojet.
and a little
So,
luck,
yeah.
you'll do
And I
just
haven't seen a way to
fine out
make
there.
any chems like this. Whenever you go to the chem lab, it shows you healing. It doesn't show you chems. So that's something else I got to look into.
While you're here,
All
why
right.
not grab a
We're gonna
stim
store
pack
this until we
or
can get us
two?
a scrap storage. But yeah, chemistry workbench is $625. See, cooking stove
It
$250.
sure is
We need a
great
cooking
to
stove.
see living human beings
We could really
again.
use a hazmat suit, but that's a lot of money.
With smarts and a little
We have
luck,
Tinker's workbench, I
you'll
believe.
do just fine out there.
What kind of ammo you got, buddy? You got 10 mil. We want all our money, but we have 10 mil. You also,
While you're
you have
here,
fusion
why not
cells. We
grab
need to
a
save those
stim
up because we're
pack
looking for energy
or
weapons.
two?
Now, our optimism is not too high for Morgantown. It's really not. We've seen what the Scorched have done here and there, and just from the vault to here, we've seen what the Scorched have done. we're not too confident. Plus, we know that the original responders got wiped out. We know they were wiped out. We found that evidence. The responders that are here now are the new responders. Okay. So we're gonna go towards Sutton and Morgantown.
Chloe's
but
my
we'll be
pet.
back.
Or maybe I'm hers. I'm not sure.
So you take it easy, Heather. And you too, Chloe. Right. Now, this is going to lead us all the way back this way anyway, so we're going to fast travel for one cap to the camp. We've already gone through there. It's not going to be any different. Go, and we're just going to store all our junk. We have a 10mm pistol and a combat knife, so we don't need a lot of that ammo. And the combat knife is to open cans with. That's about it. Okay, let's store stuff here. It's going to go bad before we can do a lot with it, but, you know, we need to store it. Look, there's spoiled vegetables already. There we go, we're getting our weight down. Well, let's store some of the antibiotics. We're going to keep 2 of them on us. We don't need 25 right away, so we'll store 15 of those. We need to learn all these plans. Yep. Junk is stored, no mods, ammo. We don't need this, or this right now. We go, and this got us down to 67 pounds. We can carry almost 100 pounds. Right, notes. We learned all this stuff traveling, pretty much. We got 2 level ups. Pack rat is one we're gonna need, but we gotta be level, what, 7 for that? Grounger we need. Got cold, so he turned off the fan. Oh, Jesus. Yes, Scrounger. We're gonna do Scrounger. And intelligence. We can now get first aid. Or pharmacist. We're gonna go first aid. And we have one. It won't let us rank it up yet, but we have it. Gonna do that. We still don't have enough points for that. This is locked until level 7. That's fine. We got 3 points unused in intelligence. So we can do the pharmacist for right now. We want to upgrade this eventually. Yeah, that's really all we can do right now. I mean, we don't have any endurance cards or charisma that we can use yet. That's fine though. Okay. First aid, hacker, pharmacist, we're getting there. And if I can upgrade the first aid next level, that'll be even better. Okay. We will do their best later on. Hotel, huh? Okay. Don't think that we can't really fast travel anywhere. We do need to go this way though. However, I think there's a cliff in the way right here where we're at. Let's see. Maybe not. I think it is. We'll have to find a way around it. Yeah, like that right there. Could have been the wind. This should be 59. Hey, nice. Finding fire cap. That's awesome. Damn it, I didn't read the note. In order to rebuild, we need to give us supplies. Okay. We are finding fire caps. I do like that. Well, there's someone here. How you doing?
Oh, drat! I've been living in several different areas of the country since the war, you know? And I know how to live off the land now, you know? I know, you're thinking, I've seen you before, right? You recognize this mug, don't you?
Nope.
That's... okay. You are pretty young. Oh, well.
Yep.
Always wanted to retire in the forest somewhere.
Oh. Intats, very nice. Okay. I'm gonna keep up the road for a little while. Because this should actually, yeah, this is gonna take us straight into Sutton. So yeah, we'll stay on the road. And I hate running around with my gun out all the time. It's still a beautiful place. It really is. I like Appalachia a lot. Even better than Boston. I hate to say it, but yeah. To me, Appalachia is even better than Boston. Because it wasn't directly hit in, you know, all of the area. Just kind of like Boston. But there's a lot of color. There's a lot of life here. Especially when they brought people back. And the overseer's house is up there. But this is her parents' house. And I find that because me and Grizz was talking about this last night. He thought that the overseer lived in her parents' house. Well, here's her parents' house and there's her house. That's where her and her fiance settled down at. So the next time I need to remember that the parents' house is down the hill from her house. And unlike her, I'm going to rob the place blind. I'm going to take everything that's not nailed down. This is her room. Tiny room.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm home. Sorry it's been so long, but I couldn't get away. I know neither of you is around to hear this, but I miss you. I miss watching Dad braid papers on the living room table. I miss the three of us huddled around the radio, listening to the Silver Shroud. Dad, you were right about what living underground would really be like.
He was hiding
25
cigarettes.
years locked in with the same people was a challenge. But watching them pair up, get married, have children, well, I think I got to know a little bit of what you and Mom were always telling me.
This is her parents' room, okay.
Since I'm doing this whole trip down memory lane, maybe a walk
Over to the old high school. Her books are good for paper, I think, or cloth, maybe, something like that. We're going to get as much of that as we can. Periodic table of elements, love it. Love it. Yeah, we're over encumbered. Damn. Explore Appalachia for 7,600 hours. Really? I've not been playing 7,600 hours. I'm sorry. Or is that, does that, are they just counting in-game hours? That's kind of what I think. Let's scrap because I'm overweight again. All right. Two Vault-Tec boxes. Keep finding more stuff to pick up. Grab that too. Here we go. All right. Our overseer is right up there, although I don't know this. My character doesn't know this, but it wouldn't do us any good to go up there anyway. You got to be level 20. You got to be level 20 to do whatever she wants to do next. So we're just following her footsteps. Now, where did I get this Alpine River Cabins quest? I don't know. We're going to turn that one off. And let's turn off this one for the moment. Morgantown. We're leaving Sutton and going to Morgantown. Okay, because that's where the high school is, I guess. All right. Let's go. There's something right here. We could cut across, or we could stay on the road. So, I don't see a train station. There, it's a train station. I think that's the overseer's house up there. It's showing up that it wants us to discover. Yeah. Overseer's home. Yep. But we've actually discovered where our overseer lives now. But we don't know she's there. We're gonna role play this out. We don't know she's there. We know that's her house, her old house, but we didn't go in. We haven't been directed to go to her house yet. I'm not playing a banjo, especially in West Virginia. I'm not gonna attend the opening. You can forget it. Xbox, yay. Well, let's do the apparel. Oh, we don't have. You know what? Vaultech University baseball cap. We'll show our pride. Here we go. Vaultech University.
Note to the gourmands. Human flesh is not
All right, so we had 21 caps
tender
left
here.
from buying ammo the last time. Yeah, we don't really have a lot here, people. 50 caliber machine gun, no. No.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Now, a gas mask
dangerous to
would
go
not be a
in
bad thing to
groups.
purchase.
It's
I
just
don't have 100
dangerous
caps.
out there. So stock up here.
Prevents damage and disease from airborne hazards. I mean, I guess we could
Previously
buy a
owned
bandana.
loot for sale. Mostly blood-free. Wanna buy some junk? Vendor not responsible for your safety or the safety of goods
We're gonna need
purchased.
microscopes. Yes, we are. Not right now. 50. Yeah, no. Thank you, vendor. Got some junk and ammo. It's not the ammo we need. Okay. Now, Grizz showed me then you can do this and it will put them on your map. Quite a few of them, actually. Alright, so with those 4 and that one. That's where we're at, is Sutton Station, I think. Yeah. No, we're not. Well, are we? Yeah, I think we're in Sutton. Yeah, I've forgotten that quick, y'all. Okay. I think that's all of them I can get here. Now, if we look at the map, it should like the railroad stations. Yep. There we go. You click on the pins that are in the maps, and it will highlight on your big map. It'll show you where those train stations are. There's the Morgantown one right there. Pleasant Valley. White Springs. Yep, it'll show you where they are. Way down here, Welch Station. Lewisburg. Lewisburg, I don't know, RNG. Yeah, I'm having problems with RNG. Okay, but yeah, that's a thing that I learned. Grizz showed me that, actually. That you can click on them and open it up. But I mean, look, we have been going and we have opened up from 76 all through here right now. So that is great. And we're working on getting this way. We're way down here and we'll have to get way up here. And we could probably follow the railroad tracks now. There's a Slocum's Joe and a Gawley mine right here. We might could open up by following the tracks. There's no telling what else will open up following the tracks, though. But it is what it is. Alright, so yeah, Morgantown High School. Turn the light off. Let's find the railroad tracks. And let's set out of here, man. As long as I've been playing this game, everyone's told me do the quest of 50. Do the quest of 50. After that, do whatever you want to do. And that's what I'm going to try to do on this one. I love that architecture. Right there. That's awesome. Another red star on a house. I don't have a scope or anything. We are under caution, though. Ah, yeah. I'm not gonna sneak all the way. We're not that sneaky. Eventually, when we come to a town like this, we can go through and clear it all out. Maybe open it up for the good guys to move in, you know? Oh. All right. Well, I do enjoy the fact that there are people in this game right now. And there are NPCs that were introduced and everything. But I'm going to tell you, this walk from Sutton to Morgantown is very freaking lonely. It's nice little cute bunnies. Raiders, huh? Mark out. Locals Joe. All right. Oh, I must have hit that one. Somebody else did. Because there was one raider hiding over here behind this thing. Campfire. Yeah, we gotta get back up on the railroad track, so. And I don't count raiders and ghouls as company. Alright, y'all don't mess with me, I ain't gonna mess with y'all, okay? It's golly mine. We can discover it while we're here. Mine coal and golly mine. Don't think we're gonna do that yet. Okay. I don't think we're gonna do that one yet. Well, we found the mine, so we can come back to it later. Now let's turn off the miscellaneous. Do that.
We need all hands at the Morgantown Airport base. I repeat, all responders report to Morgantown Airport right away. Bring any weapons you can. The Scorched are coming, and there's a lot of them. Please hurry. There's not much time. Chavez out. This message will
Okay.
repeat.
Courier. Alright, we can turn that off. Was a please get here.
Hi folks, this is Jeff Nakamura of the Responders. We've set up a camp at Flatwoods, and we're offering supplies, medical treatment, and survival training to anyone in need. Look for us in the church across from the Flatwoods Tavern, and...
Okay. It's a cat. Nice. It's a kitty kitty.
Oh, I'm sore all over.
Right, that's a scavenger.
Oh, building this place up is hard work. I haven't hit rock bottom yet. Oh,
You drunk? It's outfit though.
Right.
Yeah, nice outfit. But he's drunk. Yeah, you've been drinking a good bit. Alrighty. Useless. You are useless. You know an old saying, God watches out for small children and drunks. I know these guys fall apart and do radiation damage, so we're gonna hurry past them. God damn, man. These quests that just drop on you. Come on up, buddy. Okay, this was one of the caches right here. And it is a responder thing, so I'm pretty good with that. But it can get a little difficult. Baseball grenade. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's one up there. Okay. Can we get up over there? The grenade did not really work that well, so. Woman great. That's a raider, but this is what we're looking for. I really use a bench. That's what I could use. Hey, hunting rifle, nice. Not that we'll be able to use that either, but... Oh, interesting. There was some turmoil going on that we were informed of over the years. But it was hoped that everybody was over that, so we'll see. Because there's not many people left here, you know, so... Right, so we got one more cache to find. I missed my jump, damn it. Alright though. We managed to get a sneak attack. That could be a power plant. It's not cooling towers. That looks like cooling towers. Okay. We beat this way. It's in one of these containers. All right, there we go. Now they want us to go meet with the Grafton mayor or something. Not in a big hurry for that, I'll just say. That's what we're looking for. Let's scrap all that. We bought that and I didn't put it on, damn it. Okay. So we need Carol. Yeah, okay. This is not my favorite look, but yeah. Well, let's get out of here. Hey, another workbench, great. Stay away from that. Okay. Gotta remember to read those. Found shotgun ammo, but no shotguns yet. That's how it goes. Alright, we know these. Let's see if we can sell them. Alright. Actually, this is the only one we got? Thought we had a couple of other ones that we didn't know. But anyway, that's fine. That's fine. Can we trade them, though?
While supplies are available.
No, we cannot trade them. So that means we'll need to trade them in our own little shop. And we may go on some public servers occasionally and open up a shop to get rid of some stuff.
Authorized to trade supplies and equipment. If you have supplies to trade, I can be of service.
Okay. Well, let's see. We're at about an hour and a half, but we're getting to where we want to be, so I can't really complain here.
Resupply here, responder.
Hey, teddy bear. I looked for teddy bear yesterday. Surveyor outfit, nice. Okay. So there's the airport. We are right there. We might as well. I'm going to turn off the... I think that's a... Is it a daily? No. That one. We're not going to do the Bureau of Tourism right now. Okay, so we're going to do the high school and the airport. I know, folks. It was slow getting here, but we got to Morgantown. And we did it right away, basically. Now, I think I'm seeing cooling towers right there, or a cooling tower, but I'm not sure. Now, if I look at the map, yeah, there's the cooling towers. So, yeah, once we get through the airport and the school, we can just head right on over here and check this place out. Now there is another airport, and Grizz and I took it over. We took over the workshop. Now I have to remember right here. I think it's right here. And there was 2 power armor sets there. So we may have to move our way around and see if we can find it. I mean, we're going to be going to Charleston anyway, and there is a power plant in Charleston area down here. So there you go. But we're going to check this one out over here. We're a long way off from the one we found on the map up here. Let's see, where was it? Right here. We're a long way off from this one, but we'll get there. What is this place? Nightclub opening. Oh, yeah, Anyway, for right now, I think we're going to call it here. We've been going an hour and a half. And we'll get rested up. We're going to get some food and some drink and look over our build. We may actually place a camp out here somewhere. Just build our first camp out here. I was thinking somewhere around in here, but they may or may not let us do that. I don't know. We may put it somewhere up here on the highway. That's going to give us good access to this stuff here, all the town, you know. And we'll see. We can figure out a good place for our first camp, because like I said, the camp's going to be very important for the character in a role-playing sense, because that's going to give her, you know, all of her workshops and everything. That's going to let her do her research, her development. That's going to let her do all of the scientist stuff. You know, weather modulators, fusion core rechargers, things like that. But that'll be in the next one, or the one after that. It'll be in the future sometime. We're not going to wander around all over the place consistently. We're going to put us a camp down, and then we're going to work this area completely, and then we'll move on. Anyway, that's where my brain's at. So I appreciate you guys. I'll see you all in the next one.